Now here's 5 more mistakes that you're probably still making in digital storytelling. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for Tuesday Top 5. Now if you just watched my other video, the top 5 digital storytelling mistakes you're probably making, then you know that I had so much fun making that first video that I wanted to make another. So this is kind of 6 through 10, so let's get right into it. So number 5 is avoiding polarization. Now I know what you're thinking. I don't want to have polarizing views in my story. I don't want to scare people off. And I understand that. It doesn't have to be anything incredibly toxic or that's going to cause you problems, but you do need to take a stance on whatever your viewpoint is in your video. You see, you'll create people that are drawn to your brand stronger, and you'll actually get more attention from people who disagree from you as well. Now, the number 4 mistake I see people making is they create no value for the viewer. So this happens when you create a video that kind of exists for yourself. But if it doesn't bring me any value as a viewer, I can't learn something from it, I'm not entertained, then I'm not gonna watch it. So you wanna create and communicate the value. The number 3 digital storytelling mistake I see people make is picking a weak main character. So every story has a character. Even if you're just like shooting an interview for someone, they're a character in the story. So your main character in your story should have a very strong desire to accomplish whatever it is they're trying to accomplish. So if I'm a viewer and I'm watching this person, I'm never gonna have as strong a desire as that person does to tackle whatever problem they're solving. This is especially important in like a nonprofit, or if you're solving like important problems, then your main person in your story better have a really strong desire and be a very interesting, magnetic person. So the number 2 problem I see people making in digital storytelling is they haven't defined the problem. They don't have a clear problem defined. Now, in kind of traditional storytelling, this is called the conflict. Now I know what you're thinking, just like the polarization idea, I don't want a bunch of conflict in my storytelling, and that's not what I'm saying. Conflict is as simple as the viewer asking a question, and that question could be, will the main person in the story accomplish what they're trying to accomplish? Now that question is what keeps people drawn into your story. So the number 1 problem that I see people making in digital storytelling is they're not hooking the viewer right away. This is especially important nowadays because everybody has choices in everything that they're viewing, and everybody's bombarded with all this content online. You generally have about 3 seconds to hook your viewer, but you gotta grab their attention and hook them right away. So when you're doing digital storytelling online, those first couple seconds of your video are incredibly important. You can't waste it as if you had a captive audience. You have to be honest with yourself. Where's this video going? How do people behave on that platform? And what's the best way to get their attention right away so they stick around to see the rest of your video? Thanks for watching this video on the top digital storytelling mistakes that I see people making. I hope the content was helpful for you. And if it was, I'm gonna ask you to do 2 things. For one, subscribe to this channel. So I'm gonna bring you new content like this every Tuesday. Now, once you subscribe, hit that bell. And what that bell does is it tells YouTube that you wanna see new content as soon as it's released. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.